This is Mac OS Ken.
More new highs for Apple shares, the Epic battle rears its head, and so much Apple TV Plus talk. It is Monday, the 12th of July, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macosken. Apple shares ended the week on a high note last week. Couple of them, actually. Mac Daily News had ticker symbol AAPL hitting new intraday and closing highs on Friday. Shares got as high as $145.65 during trading, though they gave back a little over 50 cents. Shares ended the day at $145.11, leaving the Cupertino company with a market value of $2.42 trillion. It's not like we didn't know that work was underway on the next round of iPhones, but there is another sign of that work. Investors Business Daily says Apple chip partner TSMC announced better than expected June sales at the end of last week. According to the company, sales were up almost 29% last month versus the same month a year ago. The leap was even bigger month to month, up just over 32% from May of this year to June. Matt Bryson follows TSMC for Wedbush. The report has him saying the strong finish to the quarter fits with our view that 1, foundry capacity remains tight, and 2, TSMC is likely realizing the initial benefits from shipments of silicon for Apple's next generation of iPhones. It's not like we didn't know, but there's another sign. If you're in the market for new Apple gear and in Alabama, Missouri, South Carolina, or Virginia, there are a few sales about which you should know. A page on Apple's site says those states are running a tax holiday this summer, and the company is sweetening the deal. Mac Rumors explains the sales, saying every year select states offer businesses and consumers the incentive of having no sales tax as a way to help boost sales, and are usually aimed at helping families lower the cost of back-to-school shopping. Each state has its own rules, though most have the same dates. Alabama's tax holiday is this Friday, the 16th of July, through Sunday, the 18th. The tax holidays for the other 3 states are Friday, the 6th of August, through Sunday, the 8th. More information is available on Apple's site. The easiest way to find it is to go to apple.com, then search the term tax holiday. Apple's gift cards have gotten easier in a couple of countries. Apple Insider says the company's all-in-one universal cards are now available in Australia and Canada. Available in the U.S. for close to a year now, the piece says the universal card replaces the separate iTunes and App Store gift options. In all 3 countries, the piece says the card can be redeemed against any Apple purchase. That includes digital goods and services, as well as hardware and accessories. From an easier time for Australian consumers to a battle royale for Apple. Another piece from Apple Insider says Australia's federal court has given Epic's case against Apple the green light. Late last year, Epic brought a case against Apple in Australia that was very similar to the case it brought in the States. The way the piece describes it, Epic took issue with Apple's cut of App Store sales, policies prohibiting outside payments processing, and restrictions on third-party app stores. With practically the same case being argued in the U.S., Apple asked Australia's court to toss the case down under. While they did not do that, the court in Australia did grant Apple a 3-month stay that would be made permanent if Epic failed to move forward in the U.S. case. Epic appealed that ruling, arguing that the public policy issues in play were more important than jurisdictional formalities, according to the report. Courts in Australia agreed on Friday, and now the whole Epic circus is headed south. In a statement on the ruling, Epic was quoted as saying, "Epic Games is pleased that our case will proceed with the federal court and be examined in the context of Australian laws. This is a positive step forward for Australian consumers and developers who are entitled to fair access and competitive pricing across mobile app stores. We look forward to continuing our fight for increased competition in app distribution and payment processing in Australia and around the world. Less impressed was Apple, which said in a statement, "The initial decision in April from Australia's federal court correctly ruled that Epic should be held to the agreement it made to resolve disputes in California. We respectfully disagree with the ruling made today and plan to appeal." It looks like plans to sell iPhones in LG stores in South Korea have been shelved, at least for now. Back in June, the South Korean company was reportedly in negotiations with Apple on a retail partnership, according to a piece from Apple Insider. Now a report from the South Korean publication SME Daily says LG has recently temporarily suspended the decision-making process on selling iPhone in its Best Shop chain. The backlash of small and medium-sized retailers and public opinion has left LG embarrassed, according to the Google translation of the report. From the "I'll believe it when I see it" file, Mac Rumors highlights a report from The Information that says Apple is ready for some football. Specifically, the piece says Apple is interested in streaming rights for the National Football League's Sunday Ticket package. Explaining what that is, the piece says Sunday Ticket streaming content currently airs on DirecTV, but it is up for auction. And should Apple acquire the rights, out-of-market fans will be able to watch non-primetime games from all 32 NFL teams on Apple TV+. The NFL is said to be in talks with a number of networks and tech companies. I have no problem believing that Apple is interested. For some reason, though, it's hard for me to imagine this happening. Either way, the rumor is out there. If you were in or plan to be in the New York City area this week, you might be able to catch a recording of the upcoming Apple TV Plus show, The Problem with Jon Stewart. If you don't remember what that is, it sounds a bit like Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, which is pretty much a less time-sensitive version of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. This will be even less time-sensitive than that, though. The first episodes are recording this week, while the show won't stream until this fall. Anyway, if you're in or around the Big Apple and want to see the Apple show, it looks like you can still apply. A piece from Apple Insider says the website 1iota will let people apply for tapings on Wednesday, the 14th of July, or Friday, the 16th. That is this Wednesday or this Friday. Just know you have to be vaccinated against COVID-19, you have to offer proof of that vaccination, and you'll have to look cool on a temperature check before you're allowed in. Also, you have to be 18 years of age or older. Tickets are free, though, and as of this writing, they're apparently still available. If you're looking for something for the kids to watch or something for the kid in you, the Mac Observer says there's more to see of the Peanuts Gang. The second half of the first season of the Snoopy Show hit the Cupertino streamer last Friday. And finally today, there is a new award show in town, and it could bring Apple a lot of attention. Mac Rumors has word of the inaugural Hollywood Critics Association, or HCA, TV Awards. Not to be rude, but as awards go, these seem kind of lame. The piece from Deadline says the HCA TV Awards separate their nominations by comedies and dramas and, notably, into separate categories for broadcast, cable, and streaming shows. I'm not sure which table is the kids' table at this point, but okay. Apple TV Plus has picked up 15 HCA nominations. 8 of them are for, you'll be shocked, Ted Lasso, including Jason Sudeikis up for Best Actor in a Streaming Series, Hannah Waddingham and Juno Temple both up for Best Supporting Actress in a Streaming Series, Comedy, Brendan Hunt, Brett Goldstein, Jeremy Swift, and Nick Mohammed each up for Best Supporting Actor in a Streaming Series, Comedy, and of course the series itself is up for Best Streaming Comedy Series. While fighting's not really Coach Lasso's thing, the series will be duking it out in a few categories with another of Apple's titles. Mythic Quest is up for Best Streaming Comedy Series. That show's lead, Rob McElhenney, is up for Best Actor. And Danny Putty's in the running for Best Supporting Actor for his part in Mythic Quest against Roy Kent and the Diamond Dogs. As for the rest of Apple's HCA nominations, Servant is up for Best Drama Streaming Series. That show's Rupert Grint is nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Streaming Series, Drama. Haley Steinfeld is up for Best Actress in a Streaming Series, Comedy, for her lead role in Dickinson. And finally, 1971, The Year Music Changed Everything, has been nominated for Best Streaming Docuseries, Documentary Television Movie, or Nonfiction Series. Okay. The awards will be handed out at Avalon, Hollywood on the 22nd of August, according to the report. Funny enough, it does not look like this show will be televised. I ask you then, what is the point? Coming up in a few minutes, after an unplanned hiatus, we are back to shooting the proverbial breeze, talking the proverbial tech. This week, the Digital Media Zone's Richard Gunter joins us. The lack of love for and possible changes to iPad mini are news to Mr. Gunter. Listen in and find out why. The show is called In a Few Minutes. Find it and listen wherever you find and listen to podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macosken. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Cha.